So at the New York Auto Show, Dodge releases the Demon. Ooh, I'm getting text messages. Hey, Rich, you see the Demon? It's the fastest horsepower car, fastest production car ever. Man, what do you think? What do you think, man? Are you scared? Dude, am I scared? Absolutely not. Actually, I think it's funny. They're all excited. Our car has wheel lift. Yeah, I've got some wheel lift. Great. You know what I'm waiting for? I'm going to keep a little counter on how many of you idiots out there crash your car. Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. The Demon thing, I'm not gonna put a whole lot of weight into that. It's a fast ass car, there's no doubt about it. But to be proud that the wheels come up off the ground, so you're admitting, hey, we don't have ground contact, we have absolutely no control over our car. That's fast as shit. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, great. You're gonna kill yourselves. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. So I am. I'm gonna keep a counter. I bet, here's my prediction when that car comes down, I bet at least 30% of the guys that buy that Demon thing wreck the car. Just have no clue. No clue. I remember one time, real quick, I'm kind of getting off the pace. I wanted to get into this vlog, and I'm doing an extra vlog because of something else coming up. Okay, so anyway, here's what I was going to talk about with the horsepower stuff. I was thinking of a time that I was at Spring Mountain. I remember some guy. You always get that one guy in the class, my car's faster than yours. Okay, sit down, moron. But anyways, this guy would not stop talking, almost acting like he knew more than the trainers. I was like, how can you appreciate and learn anything if you don't shut up and listen? And Rick Malone put him in his place. I remember this guy, I think it was years ago, before C7 came out, I was at the ZR1 class, and he was bragging his car had 800 horsepower or whatever it was, and Rick says, well, where are you gonna use that at? Because you can use it out on this track. He's like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Not on a road course, different elevations. It's more than horsepower. It's the stability, the frame structure of the car, the weight balance, and your ability to control that and finesse that car around the track effectively. So anyways, this guy just kept talking. I don't even remember what his name was, but I know what we called him, because when he got done with his hot lap with one of the professional drivers, the guy got up and started throwing up. His name was Ralph. He got so ticked off, we kept calling him Ralph. He wasn't going, I got the 800 horsepower anymore. He peed his pants. That's all I want to say about this Demon thing and the horsepower. And hearing that 800 plus horsepower made me think of that cat years ago. And Spring Mountain, Rick Malone, if you're watching, you remember that guy, huh? You remember that guy? Yeah, I like that guy too. He was special. All right, hey, let's get into today's vlog. What I want to do right now is just kind of have a relaxed conversation with you in regards to some of the 2018 Corvette changes that we know of and that we can show you before the official reveal and the gathering at the National Corvette Museum later on this month. I mean, you would think that getting this data would almost make it like going to the bash is almost anticlimactic, but no, not at all. You know, I love the gathering and the brotherhood of the Corvette community, so that part alone, just going to one of the scheduled events and having extra Corvette folks in the audience and seeing your cars and talking with you, that alone to me is just a joy. It really is. Plus too, the museum's always a blast to visit, and then you're gonna have the folks from Chevrolet there. That's always an added plus. So yeah, even though we know kind of pretty much what's going on, and did I tell you, don't stop waiting for these magical changes that are coming. It cost them too much money to do all that. They're just kind of, man, to me, I think right now, because the C7 is so successful and it is just a beautiful car, they're pretty much on cruise control. There's a few little tweaks here and there, but no reason to make any major changes. I mean, I personally think we're going to see 8th generation, the C8, if you will. I don't think we see that car till 2020 or 2021. So hang tight. Everybody asking about the mid-engine car. What would be the Zora car, we assume. I don't think we're going to see that car till 2019, 2020. Probably 20, personally. So we have to wait and see. But as things become available and develop, we will, of course, share it with you right here on the vlog and throw in a little opinion, too, for what it's worth. for good measure. I'm that little pinch of salt in the marketplace. Let's see what Rick thinks. Who gives a crap? Okay, so I'm looking at this stuff. No, I'm not under my freaking glasses. Okay, so now I'm looking at this stuff. The 2018 changes are out. Sterling Blue, we broke the story on the Sterling Blue. That is no longer available. Stopped ordering in February. We announced back in December, first on the internet, letting you know that color is no longer available. No one shed a tear over that deal. Just a nice color, different color, but not the big volumes that they anticipated, or the volumes that they anticipated. We're losing dark gray interior, but you're picking up the lighter gray that's going to be now available on Z06. Dark gray was only available on Z06. Other deletions is going to be the Twilight Blue interior, and that's been hanging around since 2013 and the 60th anniversary, so that's gone. I'm not going to read through the whole thing here. I just want to point out a couple of key things that are gone in some of the additions, and actually break down the cost of that Carbon 65 package. A couple other things that are gone. Here's one that kind of shocks me that it's gone, is the 18 and 19-inch wheels on the Stingray. And man, I'm gonna have to ask Harlan Charles about that one. I don't get that one. I really like that wheel. I think right now, having Stingray, you go to Z51, you go to Grand Sport, you go to Z06. Each of those cars have a different ride, have a different feel, have a different personality, and that allows us to appeal to a broader marketplace for Corvette. And that wheel's gone now, so now you're starting to cookie cutter just about everything. Yeah, it's a performance car, but not everybody races it. I'm a big fan of the regular Stingray wheel. I love the design of it. Here, let me show you real quick. Here's the wheel that I'm talking about that is no longer going to be available for 2018. So there it is. That's the wheel going to be discontinued for 2018. Besides, it's a good-looking wheel. It has some nice contour through here. It was designed and made to emulate the Z51 wheel, but you also had a little bit more meat on the tires, and you had such a different ride, a really comfortable ride out of the regular Stingray. That wheel had a nice personality, and it is no longer available. You're now going to get the standard Z51 wheel, the 19s and 20s, for 2018 Corvettes. Now, this wasn't big volumes, and I'll have to look back, and I'm sorry, off the top of my head, I don't have that data while we're doing the vlog, and look back and see how many people actually did this. I know a couple of my customers did with the C7R car, that the customer engine build program, that is no longer available, where you build the engine and then your name is stamped and goes on top of the block. That program is no longer available. All right, we continue on, and thank you so much for joining our vlog. This is Rick Conti, your national Corvette sales representative, delivering dreams nationwide. Where you at? Okay, so here's another thing that they added for 2018, blue stitching. Now, you only can get the stitch option, that colored stitching, the red, yellow, or now blue, when you go to a 3LT or a 3LZ package. And I love ordering the cars. I do our inventory here at Coughlin for the Corvettes, and this will give me an opportunity to play around and have some fun and some personality with the car. Just a bummer, though, that you can't get the blue calipers. Blue calipers, though, are back on the Carbon 65 edition. Now, for years, the blue calipers were reserved for ZR1, the badass, the top of the mountain Corvette. Now we've got the blue calipers on the Carbon 65 edition. Just has to make you wonder what's coming in the future for these high horsepower cars we keep hearing about. So in regards to the Carbon 65 edition, I thought we were going to wait and see the car actually in person at the National Corvette Museum Bash event that we're attending April 27th through the 29th, and we'll be vlogging our butts off, having a good old time. But they put a press release out, and now we can see what the ceramic matrix gray metallic looks like. You guys look at it. It looks like a white car to me, man. Now, that's a beautiful car. I think when we see it in person, it's going to knock our socks off. And I'm anticipating that for years. Folks have been saying when they do the Q&A at the end of the Bash presentations, they would say, hey, we want a white diamond. We want a white diamond. I don't think this is white diamond, but I would have to gather that it's going to have some kind of a shimmery effect to the paint. I mean, ceramic matrix makes you think that. gray, I'm not seeing any gray in that, unless there's some gray in the metallic fleck that obviously the press media photos aren't picking up. So we'll cover that for you. I'll take some good pictures, close-ups and things like that, and share it with you on the vlog. But, okay, so let's break down the, check this, I did some math. I really did some math. Okay, so let's break down the cost of the Carbon 65 package, okay? It's a $15,000 package. But don't forget, you still have to pay for the 3LT or the 3LZ equipment package on top of that. So I kind of broke down the pack, what comes in the package, and I used a coupe as an example here. So the Carbon 65 package is going to give you the carbon flash badges. That's $100. Your exposed carbon fiber hood stinger area. That's $2,000, $19.95. Your exposed carbon fiber ground effects. That's $39.95. Your carbon center caps, that's $210. Your exposed carbon fiber roof, $19.95. Your black painted mirrors, $100. Blue calipers, estimate that at $5.95. That's the cost on the colored calipers when you go with something that's not standard in your package. So I think that's a fair estimate. Blue stitching, $395. Wheels, we estimated that because they talked about a machine groove in there. So I used the machine face cost to estimate this at $14.95. And then they have a carbon fiber spoiler. It's available as an accessory option, so I used that cost to estimate, breaking down the cost of the Carbon 65 package. That spoiler is $1,100. The Carbon 65 sills, $275. And don't forget, because it's a 3LT package, you have to, and it's new for 2018, talk about that in a second, is the carbon fiber dash, so that adds another $995. They're talking about the suede interior. Now, not just the suede seat inserts. This is going to be more like the black design package. I'm estimating that package to be about $1,000. All added up together, you're looking at $14,250. So it's an estimate, in my opinion, $750 is what we're paying for the Carbon 65 graphics. This is about as close as I could get with the data that we've been provided from Chevrolet so far to give you guys an idea on what you're really paying for in that $15,000 package. And the 2018 base prices, we know, only went up $50. I told you, no major changes. $50 over 2017. And it looks like the backup camera that's standard in all Corvettes is going to have a wider view. I'll know the percentages and dimensions when they do the official presentation at the Bash event. And talking about that carbon fiber dash, that's now a requirement when you do a, I don't know where, yeah, here it is. It's now a requirement when you do a 3LT interior, which that's pretty much how I order the cars anyway. When a client would spend that extra money for the nicer materials and that different persona that a 3LT, a 3LZ gives you, I would automatically, for stock, I would order the carbon fiber dash because I thought it just trimmed off all that little bit nicer materials and just added that final touch inside. Now, not everybody digs the carbon fiber stuff, and I would always ask you when you would custom order your car, hey, do you want the carbon fiber if you're choosing a 3LT or a 3LZ? Some folks said yes, some said no. Now if you do a 3LT, you say yes whether you want to or not because it's a requirement for 2018. When you do a 3LT, 3LZ, you have to get the FAY carbon fiber dash. The other thing they changed for 2018 to give the interior a little bit more character, if you notice on Z06s right now, when you do a 2LZ package, and you do like the dark gray, you do the Kalahari, you do the red interior, that the instrument brow, what I call a stingray around the driver IP that comes up over your dash, wraps your heads-up display, and then comes down that grab handle, that is always in a color on a 2LZ. So now when you do that in Stingray 2LT and you do a colored interior, that instrument brow is now going to be in a colored for you, just to add a little bit more character to the interior. Let me take you outside real quick and I'll show you what I mean. This is what they're talking about. This is the instrument panel brow right here. Kind of looks like a Stingray. How about that? Well, when you do a 2 package on a Z06 and a colored interior, this piece and as it comes down the grab handle are in a color. See, that's not so bad. It's simple, it's subtle, but it does add a little extra character, a little personality. It's a nice touch to our 2LTs for 2018 Corvettes. All right, I had to get up out of that chair. You guys know I like to walk around and talk to you here on the vlog. Hey, one reason I wanted to do this 2018 stuff, it seems like there's a lot of focus and a lot of interest in what's going on for Corvette. So I hope just kind of going through some of those changes and pointing out a few things kind of help point you in the right direction for your future purchase, whether it be an 18 or maybe looking at a 17, or maybe, hey, we even got a couple 16s with that crazy 0% for 72 months. More on that come up in a future vlog. Speaking of a future vlog, and that's why I wanted to do this one today, it's my buddy Matt Herman, who sold him a Corvette. He's coming in on Friday, and we're gonna film driving his Stingray. Just a regular Stingray, dressed up very nicely, but under the hood now, he's added the supercharger to it. And our friends at Weapon X did all the work on that, so more on how that rides, handles. Matt's extremely excited at the workmanship they did down there. Ben does a fantastic job. And let me tell you something, if I mention you here on the vlog, it's something that I personally have confidence in. I'm not gonna mention somebody because they would pay us or they give us stuff for sponsorship or something like that. Here, if I don't like you and I don't like what you're doing, don't worry. You ain't gonna be mentioned on this vlog, dude. That's all I'm telling you right now. So, hey, Weapon X, super job down there. I'm looking forward to driving, and you know, if Matt lets me drive the car, at least riding in it and capturing what we can. So we have a lot of stuff coming up on the vlog, and I'm always open to ideas. You know me, I'll do just about anything. In some way, somehow, I've got to get it scheduled so we can do the thing where folks are here on the lot throwing donuts into my mouth for an opportunity to win a prize of speakable value. Stay tuned for the details on that. But hey, it's vet season, and it's great to be busy, and it's great to have you here on the vlog. Thank you so much for the support. Guys, and coming up on the vlog, I'm going to share with you, and I should have done this a long time ago. And I know that you have spouses, you have partners, and sometimes they're just not that hip or into and really accepting the purchase of a Corvette. So you need to get that green light, you need to get that acceptance. I'm going to have a surefire way on how you can get their attention and get their approval to buy your Corvette. Stay tuned in an upcoming vlog. So remember, if you're going to stop dreaming and you're going to start driving, well, I want to be your guy. I want to earn your business, and I want to be a part of your Corvette family. Thank you so much for watching.